Do you mind sharing just a little bit about yourself?
I'm Amy Shreve, and I currently teach at a small rural district along the Ohio River. I moved here 22 years ago when my son was born. He was a year old, and we moved closer to my husband's family at that time. Anyway, we're right along the Ohio River, just south of Wheeling, West Virginia. This is my 30th year, which is kind of hard to believe.
Oh my gosh, congratulations.
Thanks. I'm on a countdown. Ohio makes us go to 35, so I have 5
Oh
left.
my gosh.
And then I have to make a decision. But yeah, it's a good spot. Anyway, I teach government, and so regular government, AP government. And then I also Ohio has a College Credit Plus program. So we partner up with the local colleges in the area. So I'm an adjunct professor, and I can teach college classes inside the high school for kids who need a more advanced plan.
Tell me a little bit about how you've used SchooLinks then.
I'm in that position where I'm a liaison of sorts between the kids, the high school kids, and then their higher ed. So when I found out about SchooLinks, I thought, wow, that's really a cool tool for kids to use that's online. It's not just the paper, fill them out chart that we've been using for decades. And not that there's anything wrong with that, but oh my goodness, when I saw everything that the program had to offer. And of course, once I brought it back to this district after talking to Brendan briefly, from a student's perspective, we of course had the PR person or whoever, the sales person come out and give their spiel. And it's amazing. We started to roll it out in January. So it's going a tiny bit slow just because we're now in the season where the guidance counselor is always busy with students and scheduling and college applications and that kind of stuff. So we've got, I think, the junior class set up with it because we felt start with them. That would be a good step off point, and then do everybody else since they will be seniors. They're starting the process, really truly thinking about their career or college. So that's kind of where we're at. I touch base back with, because I have all the juniors, it's easy to ask, how are they coming along with it? But it's amazing. The whole program is amazing.
How many students do you guys have?
I think we have 200 in the building,
Okay.
9 through 12, high school, about 200. So it's small.
Yeah.
And I think there was a little bit of question from SchooLinks of, covering a building so small, but we are one district. We're very strange. So there's one central office that controls 3 separate high schools that don't communicate, nor do they like each other, and one career center. So we have 4 high school buildings. And of course, then elementary schools feed into that, but they're like separate entities. So I'm at River High School, and River High School has all their own staff, all their own sports, all their own music programs, you know what I mean? And then we have 2 other buildings just like us, and then a vocational building that feeds just from our district. So land mass wise, we're a huge land mass, but we only, I think, have 13,000 people in the whole district, in the whole county. So it's very rural and small. That's what makes, I suppose, SchooLinks even better, that you can always be connected with any kid, anytime, with whatever you need. And I kind of told the kids that, because they'll literally wait in line to see our guidance counselor, Angie. Well, she's busy all day long, like a little conveyor belt. And I said, there's things that you can do on your own, finding the transcripts or the scholarships and that kind of stuff. You don't have to wait for her. And I think that kind of the nice realization of, oh, okay, I can take care of this.
Was there like a goal to kind of elevate college and career readiness, or was there like a need?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we actually have a couple different programs going on now. We have a woman who comes from our educational service center, which takes care of multiple districts. She comes, and she's been finding kids internships in the area, which is really cool. So even with SchooLinks, like all of that, she could use that database instead of just whatever the state of Ohio sends out. So yeah, we're trying at this point to smush all of those together into one spot, so we're all communicating and on the same page. Our area of Ohio has big oil and gas now.
Oh yeah.
We are the boom. We're like the center of that boom. And so there's a lot of pipeliner jobs. If you're not going to go to college, there's a lot of those welder jobs and pipeline jobs and that kind of stuff that are kind of floating around, although they're less than what they were a few years ago when it first started, the truck drivers and things like that. So it's given us a good start. We're not where Brendan is. I think Kanawha and Chester, this might be either their first or second full year of enacting it.
Did you guys look at other platforms to what made you guys want to choose SchooLinks?
I think we had maybe a platform, but it did about a half or a quarter of what SchooLinks offered, and I'm not privy to that. And so when I brought it back, I'm good friends with the curriculum director and the superintendent. I can, suggest things to him or whatever too. But when I sent it to her, I think she replied maybe a day later of, wow, this is amazing. And made the comment of, this is a combination of this program that we paid for and this work that we're doing. I think we had some things in place, but just not on one site, which is why they gobbled it up.
So did your nephew show it to you and then you brought it back?
He did. I had come to the Columbus area with 2 kids, 2 runners. And so he met us at the regional cross country meet. All I remember is I'm standing in the middle of the field and he had just got into Ohio University. So he had been accepted. And I said, hey, congratulations. I'm a Bobcat. So now he's just like us and like me. And we were talking and he pulls out his phone and he just pulls up the SchooLinks stuff. And he's like, yeah, I want to show you this, but not SchooLinks. He was just going to show me maybe his acceptance letter or something was on there that he wanted to show me. And I thought, oh my God, what is that? What is that? And then because I'm a dork that way. So there's all this activity going on and I'm standing in the middle of a grassy field, just looking through his phone. Like, that's the coolest thing ever. And then he said, yeah, if I need a transcript, I just push this button. If I need a scholarship, I just push this button. If I need it just was a cool thing. And he was all excited to show me. I really had no idea what it was. When I got done there, I got back home and I looked it up online and just saw kind of the online platform of what you guys offered. And that was really cool.
We were just talking about how Amy was able to learn about SchooLinks from you. So do you mind sharing a little bit about your experience?
So we started heavily using it a little bit of last year and then mainly beginning of this year. And especially as a senior, being able to use the program to help with the scholarship and the finances. And it set everything up perfectly, easy to use. I was just happy with it. So I was able to talk with her about it. I'm glad she's able to use it now too.
I know that's such a cool way that you were able to give back to her community. What district did you say you were at?
Canal Winchester High School.
And did you do any college searches or did you just use it for requesting the transcripts?
I did use it for college search. I initially researched Muskingum and Wittenberg before I even visited there. And I used that to kind of, going baseline information to go before your visit.
And then after you decided which schools you were going to apply to, what was the process like for you?
It was very simple with the linking process. It's like your Common App just goes straight in there. So you'll do your Common App and then you'll go in there and you have your schools that you're listed and that you want to apply to. And it'll have that specific forms for that college. And then you're set. It was really easy.
Amy, any other thoughts that you had or ideas you wanted to share?
No, I'm just excited that he and I were able to share our little story. It's a little silly story, but I liked it. It's really, the product has really served him well. I know we'll get to that stage as well. We're in the baby beginning stage of kind of tumbling through it, but his testimony is a great, I think, honor to the product that you have for our kids.
It really is. Obviously, we want to, our students are first for us and we want to help them be successful and take the stress out of everything else going on in your lives. And so to see firsthand that it helped make a difference for you and your family as well, if it helps you guys collectively get through the process together, that's our goal.